going on, Jerome's raw, real audio rant. Again, if only there was some way to name a audio-only YouTube podcast. Anyways, but the Minnesota 5 Vikings are at OTAs for day 2 of week 1. Second of 10 practices. Organized team activities, got mandatory minicamp in early June as well. And Kevin O'Connell revealed something very interesting, that the Vikings have 100% attendance at OTAs. Now, generally Vikings OTA attendance is pretty high. It's usually in around like 95%. You know, a couple of veteran players maybe get some extra R&R with the family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some players stay away from voluntary OTAs when contracts are up, as evidenced by Justin Jefferson in 2023 and 2024. Ain't no issue with that. Taking care of your money. Do what you do, right? And it's interesting is that 100%. So all 91 players on the rooster, because remember, the Vikings have an international pathway player, and they're at TCO, they're grinding, and they're getting ready for the season. I love the all-in mentality, right? Because remember, last year, the Vikings, 14-3, what a B, and it's so frustrating just after watching the Wolves. But it's sort of the same thing. Yeah, and Slinging Sammy Darnold had a great season, don't get me wrong. Got his career back on track, got the bag from the Seahawks, respect, but just wilted when it mattered most. Week 18 against the Lions, Sunday Night Football. The 1 seed is literally on the line, and it's a no-call, no-show. And I'm still just aggravated by the red zone play calling, leaving points on the board. Darnold's footwork and eyes and mechanics were all over the place. He was literally throwing balls to East Lansing, and it was tough. And of course, the Rams game was just a debacle from start to finish, right? So the season did not end well, even though 14 wins should hang your head up high, but you didn't win the division and you went 0-for in the playoffs, even though you got to play at a neutral site, right? So Grenard had a great saying right afterwards in the locker room: more is required. And there's been t-shirts floating around the team. That's the mantra of the season. And the 100% attendance speaks to that, right? Because there's a number of veterans who easily could have taken off some of these voluntary OTA days and no one would have batted an eye. But the Vikings, they're all in, right? And defensively, Flores is going to have a bunch of new wrinkles all up in there. And the guys want to get in and work, right? And also working in Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, their first OTAs, first practice with a full team, finding their way, finding their roles. It's important. And communication. New pieces in the defensive back end. Isaiah Rodgers coming on in. Mekhi Blackman coming back from that ACL. The Jeff Okudah on career rehab watch. Tavier Thomas, Theo Jackson, 1-for-1 replacement for Cam Beasley-Bynum. All of that stuff adds up. So as many reps as possible. Yes, it's only May and June, but this will matter at the end of the day, as the Vikings have a chance to be great. And I'm glad the veteran leaders like Grenard, like Harrison Smith, like Harrison Phillips, they're laying things down. And they want guys present and accounted for and accountable. And also, the major piece of all this is Justin freaking Jefferson, right? And no one would bat an eye if JJ missed again. Jets missed again, right? And he has no workout bonus this year or next year. Eventually in 2027, 2028, it bumps up to $250K. So, Jefferson, skipping voluntary part of OTAs, but being there for mandatory minicamp, like no one would have flinched. It's it is what it is. But Jefferson is literally here for love of the game. He is here because he wants as many reps as possible with J.J. McCarthy. And think about it. McCarthy could be Jefferson's last quarterback in the NFL. And that's not hyperbole, because Jefferson has gone through a bit of a gong show. Kirk Cousins, the Passionate, Jaron Hall, the Mormon Missile, Nick Mullins, Sam Darnold. Right? And Jefferson's not Jamar Chase, where he just had Burrow, a little bit of Jake Browning. But Jefferson has a chance to solidify this relationship. And McCarthy's talked about how they hang out, off the field, talk about ball. Obviously, they're mic'd up at the Wolves game as well. So I understand why Jefferson is here. Just his presence speaks to his leadership, right? Because again, he doesn't have to be here, and he's not getting paid to be here. And also, no one would be mad at him if he wasn't here, but he's here. All right. That's how much he's invested in this squad, and it's all about winning and all about building up that chemistry. Because, J.J. McCarthy getting these first team reps, not having a quarterback controversy, not splitting reps, not doing anything, it's so important. And McCarthy talks about the live reps and building up chemistry and nonverbal communication and understanding what do you do if you see this? What do you do if you see that? What if you do if the blah, 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 right? And the fact that he's able to throw to all of his top targets, Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson, Naylor, Oliver, Aaron Jones out of the backfield, it's huge. It's massive. So you don't have that hole where you're throwing to a backup receiver. Oh, that should be Justin Jefferson's spot. But instead we're throwing to like Lucky Jackson. You know what I mean? No hate on Lucky Jackson, but it's a little bit different because during the regular season, J.J. McCarthy is not going to be thrown to Lucky Jackson. He's going to be throwing to Justin friggin' Jefferson on those money downs. So building up that chemistry and communication early and often, it's important. It really is, man. So I love the example that Jefferson is setting. I love the example of some of the other veterans who easily could have skipped are setting as well. And it speaks to, it's 100% speaks to Grenard's mantra. More is required and more is going to be given. Because, hey, 14 wins is great. 14 wins is good. We'll take that back. Don't let good be the enemy of great. This team has a chance to win a Super Bowl. Let's just be honest. Everything that the Vikings needed to fix this offseason got fixed. The running game, the interior offensive line, the pass rush on the D-line, secondary. Everything got fixed. Everything that you need to play bully ball in January, February is there. You can run the ball, you can protect the quarterback, you can get a pass rush with 4, and you can create turnovers. That's exactly what the Vikings need, and that's what they have. And the players are fired up about it. This is not a job, this is a calling this year. This is a legacy season. Win that ring, they can never take it away from you. You're a champion for the rest of your life. And I think everyone understands this. That's why they're fired up to be here. Go getting it. There you go. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. All Vikings present at voluntary OTAs. More is required. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull, face.